The FBI has cracked countless cases, but some mysteries refuse to be solved. From eerie disappearances to encrypted messages no one can decode, these are the 15 biggest unsolved mysteries in FBI history. Number 7 will send chills down your spine. 1. The Hinterkaifeck. On a cold night in 1922, the Gruber family was brutally murdered on their remote farm in Bavaria, Germany. Their bodies were stacked in the barn, slaughtered with a pickaxe. Before the murders, the father, Andreas, noticed footsteps in the snow leading to the house, but none leaving. Days later, neighbors discovered the crime scene. Despite multiple suspects, including a disgruntled ex-farmhand and a secret lover, the case remains unsolved. Who slaughtered the Gruber family, and why? 2. The Black Dahlia. Elizabeth Short, known as the Black Dahlia, dreamed of Hollywood fame. Instead, she became the most gruesome murder case of the 20th century. Her body was discovered cut in half, her face carved into a sinister smile. The FBI's best investigators chased hundreds of leads, interrogated suspects, and even received taunting letters, yet the killer was never found. Who killed the Black Dahlia? And was this the work of a serial killer? 3. The Boy in the Box. 1957, a young boy's body was found wrapped in a tattered blanket inside a cardboard box. No name, no missing child reports, just a small, malnourished boy, beaten and abandoned. For decades, the FBI searched for answers, even reconstructing his face using forensic science. In 2022, they identified him as Joseph Augustus Zarelli. But the biggest question remains: who killed him, and why? 4. The Zodiac Killer. 1960s to 1970s. A killer stalked the streets of California, taunting police and the FBI with cryptic messages. The Zodiac Killer claimed responsibility for multiple murders and mailed ciphers to newspapers. Despite decoding his 340 cipher in 2020, the FBI still doesn't know his true identity. Was he a cryptographer, a police officer, or someone hiding in plain sight? 5. The Circleville Letter Writer. 1976 to 1994. For nearly 2 decades, residents of Circleville, Ohio, received anonymous letters revealing their darkest secrets. Some contained threats, others led to bizarre crimes and even death. Paul Freshour was convicted for the letters, but while he sat in prison, the letters kept coming. Was he truly the author? Or was there another writer pulling the strings? 6. Jimmy Hoffa's disappearance. Jimmy Hoffa, the powerful Teamsters leader, vanished without a trace in 1975. His last known meeting? A sit-down with 2 dangerous mob bosses. The FBI searched backyards, rivers, even Yankee Stadium, but Hoffa's body was never found. Was he buried in concrete, or was his body incinerated by the mafia? 7. The Isdal Woman. A burned body was discovered in Norway, with multiple fake passports and wigs. The FBI believed she was a Cold War spy, but her identity was never uncovered. Was she murdered, or was this the ultimate act of espionage? 8. The Gardner Museum Heist. 1990. On March 18, 1990, 2 men dressed as Boston police officers entered the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum around 1:24 a.m. They tricked the security guards, tied them up, and proceeded to steal 13 pieces of art, including works by Vermeer, Rembrandt, and Degas. The heist remains the largest art theft in history, valued at over $500 million. Despite numerous leads, extensive investigations, and theories, including potential involvement from the mafia or a former guard, none of the paintings have ever been recovered. The museum still offers a $10 million reward for information leading to their return. 9. The Long Island Serial Killer. 1990s present. Since the 1990s, bodies of women, mostly sex workers, have been discovered along Dilgo Beach on Long Island, NY. The case gained national attention in 2010, when police found 10 sets of remains while searching for a missing woman, Shanann Gilbert. In 2023, police arrested Rex Heuermann, an architect from New York, in connection with at least 3 of the murders. However, some investigators believe there could be multiple killers involved, as some victims do not match his profile. The full extent of the killings remains unknown, and some believe the real mystery has yet to be solved. 10. The KGB Double Agent Mystery. 1980s. Throughout the Cold War, the CIA and FBI had informants and double agents inside the KGB, the Soviet Union's intelligence agency. However, in the mid-1980s, several key informants started disappearing. It was later revealed that a high-ranking mole inside the FBI or CIA may have exposed them. In 2001, former FBI agent Robert Hansen was arrested and charged with selling U.S. intelligence secrets to the Soviets for over 20 years. But some believe another mole remains undiscovered. 11. The 9/11 Fifth Plane Theory. 2001, official reports state that 4 planes were hijacked on September 11, 2001. However, some investigators and whistleblowers claim that a 5th plane was also part of the plot, but never took off. Flight records show that United Airlines Flight 23, scheduled to leave JFK Airport that morning, had 4 suspicious passengers who fled the terminal when flights were grounded. The FBI allegedly investigated but has never publicly confirmed whether it was another hijacking attempt. 12. The anthrax attacks. 2001. Just weeks after 9/11, deadly anthrax-laced letters were sent to U.S. politicians, journalists, and media outlets, killing 5 people and infecting 17 others. The FBI's investigation, known as Amerithrax, focused on Bruce Ivins, a government scientist working with anthrax at a U.S. military lab. Ivins died in 2008 from an apparent suicide, and the FBI closed the case, blaming him as the lone perpetrator. However, doubts remain. Some experts question whether Ivins acted alone or if the real culprit was never found. 13. The case of Cindy James, 1989. For 7 years, Canadian nurse Cindy James reported being stalked and attacked by an unknown assailant. She claimed she received threatening phone calls, found dead animals on her doorstep, and was even physically assaulted. In 1989, her body was found in a ditch, hands and feet bound, injected with morphine, and strangled with a stocking. The police ruled it a suicide, believing she staged the incidents herself. However, her family and some experts argue that the case points to murder. 14. The 340 Cipher, 1969 to 2020. The Zodiac Killer terrorized California in the late 1960s, taunting police with cryptic letters and complex ciphers. His most famous, the 340-character cipher, went unsolved for over 50 years. In 2020, a team of codebreakers finally cracked it, but it revealed no clues to the killer's identity. The mystery of the Zodiac Killer's true identity remains unsolved to this day. The Phantom of Room 477. In 2006, an anonymous caller tipped off the FBI about a man staying in room 477 of a small motel in Virginia. The caller claimed the man was linked to an international crime syndicate and had critical information about a case the FBI had been investigating for years. When agents arrived, the room was locked from the inside. After forcing the door open, they found a bizarre scene: personal belongings neatly arranged, a hot cup of coffee on the table, and a notebook filled with cryptic numbers. But the man? He was gone. Security footage showed no one entering or leaving the room for 12 hours before the FBI arrived. His fingerprints didn't match any database. No ID, no passport, no credit card history, nothing. To this day, the FBI has no idea who he was, where he went, or how he disappeared without a trace. Was he a spy, a ghost, or something even stranger? You decide. For years, the FBI has unraveled some of the world's most complex cases, but these 15 mysteries remain unsolved. From vanished informants to encrypted messages that defy decoding, these cases continue to haunt investigators and conspiracy theorists alike. Each file represents a question without an answer, a puzzle missing its final piece. Were these criminals just one step ahead? Or is there something even deeper at play, something the world was never meant to uncover? Until the truth is found, these cases will remain open, and the mysteries will only grow. Which mystery do you think will never be solved? Let us know in the comments.